chat question for today. So I saw a TikTok, this is related to the chat question. I saw a TikTok that described the habit that formed during COVID for a lot of millennials and Gen Z called treat culture. And I didn't know this had a name, but I definitely partake in this, where like to break your day into two halves, you have to go out and get a little treat, simply for rewarding yourself for surviving. So my question for you guys is, what is your go-to little treat? For example, mine is going through the Dunkin' drive-thru and getting the butter pecan latte because I'm obsessed. A Yoo-hoo, oh my gosh, I haven't had a Yoo-hoo since I was like 7 years old, wow. A fun little drink, any drink, I'm with you on that. Ice cream midday, wow. To me, ice cream is like a post-dinner thing, but you're living. Ice cream, fries, Starbucks coffee or refresher, a pumpkin loaf, iced chai tea. Okay, this was fun. I'm happy to see all of your little treats. Hello, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Wednesday. I finished up teaching this morning and I am now in the Target parking lot, gonna run some errands. I did a sort of deep clean reorganization of underneath my bathroom sink, like countertop yesterday, and I realized I just need some more things for that, and I just need like random things like hair ties, like a beauty blender type thing. So we're gonna go into Target and we're gonna stick to the list. I also just dropped some stuff off at Goodwill. So let's get in there, let's go to Target. Okay, nothing too exciting, just some Q-tips. Going back to the basics with Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. These Gimme Beauty hair ties, which is my favorite brand, and these have like this little no slip grip, which I've never tried before, but it specifically says no snag silicone, so that's good. And then this was not on my list, but look how cute it is. And it was only like $5, I think. It was in like the college-y sort of brand section, but reminds me of Animal Crossing. So it is a little after 12 o'clock now, and I'm trying to decide what I want to eat. I had some toast earlier today, but lately I've been doing this thing where I eat 2 breakfasts and then not really eat a lunch, and then I eat like an early dinner, and it throws off the schedule because Megan and I usually like grocery shop and meal plan and like cook together. So I don't know, I'm really torn. If we have extra blueberries and if I have pancake mix, I might make some blueberry pancakes. Okay, slay. Not a whole lot of pancake mix, but that's enough for like 1 big one or 2 small ones, and then some blueberries. Just washed this little cherry mug and then made myself a nice matcha. This is the matcha mix I've been using lately from Trader Joe's, and I feel like this is the best tasting one when you add sugar, and the closest to Starbucks, and also by far the cheapest. Okay, I am feeling pretty unmotivated to do anything. This has been the theme lately, I think, because it's summer and I just like really want a month-long break, which I'm planning to take mostly in July. Anyway, I need to do something. So typically when I'm feeling unmotivated, I will watch like a motivating vlog, like a productive vlog or something, but I don't have anything in my inbox, so I think I'm just gonna read. I haven't gotten new books from the library lately, so I might go through OneSearch IU, which is just like the catalog of all books at IU, and look at what seems interesting and just order a bunch of stuff. I also have a book review due at the end of July for an edited collection, and I have already worked my way through that edited collection a while ago, so I could also revisit that. I just know that I need to do some reading, and I don't know what to do. Okay, gonna start by going back through this book, the one that I mentioned I'm doing the book review for, and maybe if they cite some interesting things, I'll go into a rabbit hole of looking for things on OneSearch IU. Okay, a couple hours later, and not even, like 1.5. I have no idea how long it's been. I lost track of time. Anyway, it's later. And I just put together a guideline for what I need to do for the book review. It's only 1,500 words, which is going to be tough because there are a lot of individual chapters in here because they're shorter narratives too. And here's what I need to do: have a summary and analysis, depth of critical assessment, demonstrate the willingness to a certain opinion and situate the text in relationship to like the field and just like other recent works. And I looked at another book review of an edited collection published in the last issue, just did like a really basic rhetorical analysis of it, just like reversed outlined it basically. And I brainstormed some really early thoughts of how I'm going to situate this in relation to the field. And then I did a really close deep reading of the intro because I feel like that's really important for a book review and also really important for like understanding the work. I've read the intro, I want to say like 2 or 3 times, but I don't know. You get something different every time you read it. So I just made some bullet points of their major points and asked myself some questions. Identified Pirelli, don't step on the keyboard. Identified some major points, what I thought their major contribution was, or what they thought their major contribution was, and just some other things that were of note in the intro, some key quotes. And now I'm gonna go through and read some of the chapters over the span of the next couple weeks and sort of fluff this outline out in order for me to be able to like write the 1,500 words. I also jotted down these 2 books that I need to look at. One is by Margaret Price called Mad at School, Rhetoric of Mental Disability. She talks about the idea of fleshy presences. So this has been something that's come up time and time again for me, but I just haven't quite looked at it yet. And then the second one, How Stories Teach Us, Composition, Life Writing, and Blended Scholarship, I think will be helpful for my thoughts about personal writing, which if you've watched the recent vlogs, you know that's something I'm very much thinking through as of lately. Watching Married at First Sight on Netflix and gonna have a little at-home manicure moment. I think I'm gonna do a chocolate brown color. Oh my god. It is about 6 o'clock now. It is so bright and sunny. You could convince me that it was like 2 p.m. and I believe you. Today's actually the summer solstice, so that makes sense. Like last night, Megan and I were like, this is crazy. It was so bright out and it was 9:30. Like it didn't even look like it was starting to get dark. So because it's not dark yet, I feel like I should still get some more work done. So I think I'm gonna continue reading that book. All I really did was teach and read the intro of that book. It's been a very lazy day. So I'll read some more of that book and then make some dinner and admire a late sunset, I guess. It's 10:30 now. My hair looks a little wild because it's like half wet, half dry when I showered before dinner. I'm gonna make myself a little to-do list on my phone for things I want to get done in the morning. I have physical therapy at 11:30, meaning I'm gonna leave here around like 11:10-ish. And I have quite a few things that I want to like do before I go to physical therapy because I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I come back. I mean, typically I'm never like in pain or anything, but sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, exhausted and just like sometimes like mentally defeated if I feel like I'm not making any progress. But anyway, we're not going to manifest that. So I'm just going to pull up my notes app and literally just like make a list of things I want to do. I don't think I'm going to time block it or anything. I just have been like putting off responding to a lot of emails, which I know is like really bad because I feel like it makes me look super irresponsible. I mean, none of them are super important. Like literally when people emailed me, they were like, no rush on this. But I should have at least like acknowledged that I got the email. But I don't know, sometimes responding to emails just like feels like the end of the world. So that's not having anxiety. So yes, that's gonna be the first thing I need to do, emails. And I also need to explain what goes in a letter of support because some previous students have agreed to write me a letter of support for this teaching award that I'm applying for, which I talked a lot about in my last vlog. So I need to let them know what the I keep saying scholarship, the award committee is looking for. I want to provide them with some letterhead because I don't think undergrads will have that. And there was something else I wanted to do. Oh, I want to work my way through another article. That is probably like an hour to 2 hours of work, which will probably be pretty good because I want to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I've just been really tired lately. Also got my period today, so that explains some of the lack of motivation. I'm just like feeling like groggy and sleepy and just fatigued. And then when I get back from physical therapy, I will work on doing the lesson planning for the final unit of the course. We are in week 7 of an 8-week course, and then the last week is just a revision unit. So it's not going to be like a super crazy lesson plan or anything, but I need to like come up with a formal assignment sheet and like decide how I'm gonna do all of that and assess all of that. I'm starting to get a little stressed out, not necessarily about stuff I have to do this week, just like realizing like, oh my god, it's already June 21st and I have a writing deadline July 1st. Yeah, that's a problem for tomorrow me to take on. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, Aunt Life, wearing the shirt to go to physical therapy. Happy Thursday. This morning I woke up and I said, let's get after it. Let's do some writing. And I did 998 words of free writing to the prompt of, what is my dissertation about? And why does it matter? And this was sort of prompted by just feeling like, is this all dumb? Is the work that I've been like working on for, is that a bug? Okay, it's on the outside, I think. Anyway, is the work that I've been doing the past year, several years, silly? Does anyone care about this? So I had to remind myself why it matters. And that felt good to write that, it did. It sort of talked about what are the big themes that I have and how do they all sort of connect to each other. And in my last meeting with my advisor, we talked about how writing is often writing the same thing like 15 different times until you actually believe what you're saying and you know what you're saying. So I feel like I'm getting closer, and this is good. He also told me I now have his permission to send him free writing instead of only usable writing, and that freed a lot of weight from me. So now I feel confident that I can send him something by July. It's definitely not going to be a cohesive chapter draft, but it's going to be something. So I actually met with someone and she asked me how often. I met with someone from YouTube and she asked me how often I meet with my advisor and how I pick my advisor, so I can chat about that quickly. So every advisor is different, and my advisor likes to play a pretty prominent role in things. He sort of sets the schedule for things. It's not me running the show, but I know with some other advisors, they make it grad student led and the grad student needs to reach out to them to decide how often they want to meet. So my advisor reached out to me in the beginning of summer and he was like, let's get a meeting on the calendar every 2 weeks, and if we decide we don't need it, we could cancel it, but I'd rather have it drafted like in the books because he's a very busy guy. And throughout the semester we were meeting every week because I was like a TA for a grad course he was teaching, and I feel like I'm always a part of something that he's teaching, so we've just been meeting every week for the past like 2 or 3 years, it sounds like. And the way that we came to work together is he was the chair of the committee of one of my friends, and I knew that she had a really good experience with him. And I had like told her like, hey, everything at IU like really sucks right now. I feel like I'm not able to like study what I want to study because this is a rhetoric program and I want to study composition. And she was like, why don't you just meet with him and see what he has to say? And he was just like excellent and was like, look, we can make an independent study and we'll just see where it goes from there. And so as he was like drafting the stuff for the independent study, he was like, do you want to work together? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. But a lot of times it's really like not that hard. You kind of just like, you've taken a few classes, you know who you vibe with, they probably see it coming and you're like, do you want to be the chair of my committee? And I don't really know anyone who says no, at least here, at least in English at IU Bloomington. So yeah, I know I've shared that story before, but I was just wanting to share it again because I feel like some other people might be wondering what it's like to like work with an advisor, how often you guys meet and stuff like that. Picking your advisor is probably like one of the most important parts, I think, of like the second half of grad school when you're in the all but dissertation ABD phase. So choose wisely, because it's a big deal. So that's my Thursday morning piece of advice. So I'm gonna drive over to physical therapy, gonna drop off a bunch of recycling on the way. I have 2 huge boxes that bar stools came in that I built in my last vlog, and good riddance. They've been sitting on my kitchen floor and I need to get rid of them. You guys will never guess where I am. Culver's. This is the 3rd vlog in a row that I've gone to Culver's, and I went to Culver's twice in one of the vlogs. Anyway, I'm just getting a Diet Coke and some cheese curds because you have to get these before you go to Home Goods or TJ Maxx. You have to. Several hours later now, it's 3:55. I am back from Home Goods and physical therapy, obviously. If I was at Home Goods for that long, someone check on me. But I went in looking for a soap dispenser that I didn't get at Target yesterday, and I'm so glad that I held off. I went to TJ Maxx because I got a really cute set of 2 dispensers and like a holder for $15 total, when like one dispenser itself was like $15 or $20 at Target. So I knew Home Goods would be a better deal, and I found one that was way cuter. And then of course I had to get some other stuff. Got some hand towels, got some pillows, and I posted a bunch of stuff that was cute, but I didn't add to my cart on my Instagram stories. So this is a plug to follow me on Instagram if you don't do that already. And then it actually felt kind of cool out, I think because it's like overcast, and it's been looking like it's about to rain for the past few hours, really for the past few days. So I laid in the hammock and read some more of that edited collection that I'm doing the book review on. And now I feel like I smell like outside, so I'm going to take a quick body shower, and then I am going to lesson plan. It felt really good to wake up and get like all that writing sort of out of me and like out of the way. But I have had like this lesson planning sort of like hanging over my head all day, and that kind of sucks. It just gives me a lot of anxiety planning a new unit and like making that assignment sheet, because even though like this assignment is just a revision unit, it's not a big task. It just, I don't know, it feels like a big thing. It's something that just like is very anxiety inducing for me for some reason. So yeah, the sooner I get it over with, the sooner I can just like feel the sense of relief. But thankfully I don't have to lesson plan for tomorrow, since we are just doing conferences instead of having class. Okay, checking back in, changed from one aunt shirt to another. I love those shirts, so soft. And I am indeed a cool aunt. But Pirelli is begging because she wants some dinner. I feel like she's gonna jump up on my lap. It is 6:56. I realized I hit a sort of roadblock with planning or making the assignment sheet for this assignment, so I had to send a sort of panicked email. It's a long story, but to spare you the details, basically it's really hard to teach an intensive writing class from a multimodal writing perspective, because writing is typically measured in words, and that's not how like video is measured. Video isn't even measured in like time length, or like time length, lol, and like the length of it, it's a lot more complex than that. But alas, here we are. The university's still not caught up to the way students write in everyday life, but that's my soapbox issue at the moment. So I think I'm gonna warm up a leftover enchilada from dinner last night and watch some more of Married at First Sight. Good morning. Happy Friday. Made it to Friday. Made it to the end of the week. It is already, I think, almost noon. Yeah, 11:49 p.m. I slept in today because I didn't have to teach this morning, so I was like, yeah, why not? And I had one office hours meeting with a student and another one signed up at noon. As I mentioned, I decided to cancel class today just to give students more time to work on their final projects and instead do like optional office hours. Students, I think, like really appreciate having like a dedicated sign-up sheet for office hours, because I don't know, students like feel bad just like dropping into office hours or emailing me scheduling a time to meet. But if I like say, hey, here's a sign up sheet where I'm gonna like specifically meet with students, then students decide to come. So if you're a teacher and you're struggling to get students to come to office hours, that's something that I found that works for me. I also decided to get ready today, did my hair, put on some quick makeup because I've just been feeling a little blah. I need a way to like spice up my summer life. I just asked my Instagram story, put a little like question box and was like, what do you guys do when you feel stuck in a rut, specifically in the summer? I don't know if it's because I've been seeing like a lot of people traveling and stuff, and I do have some traveling coming up that I'm really excited for, but I'm just like, how do you guys afford to go to Europe? Especially when I see other grad students like in Europe, I'm just like, how are you there? Like, granted, they're probably not going to Home Goods and Target every day, but like, even if I didn't do that, I would not have Europe money. So let me know how you guys are doing this. Okay, back in the car. Gonna get a fun little drinkity. So I think I'm gonna get a decaf coffee because I actually really feel a nap coming on. I didn't sleep super great last night. I was honestly feeling pretty panicky, so I took some hydroxyzine, which is like panic pills, but they like knock you out, but then they don't give you like, they give you like fake sleep, so then you just sort of feel like a zombie the next day. So I'm feeling a little bit like a zombie right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna push it. That's also why I don't feel like doing school stuff right now, but that's what's like living with anxiety. So gonna get a decaf coffee so that I'm able to probably still take a nap, and Megan's gonna get a strawberry acai refresher. No worries. Can I do a tall strawberry acai refresher with lemonade?
Yeah, what else do we have?
And then can I do a tall, hot decaf white mocha latte?
Okay.
And that'll be it.
37, thank you.
Thanks. So Megan just finished reading Fourth Wing and she was giving me an update about her thoughts, and I said, wait, do you want to be on the vlog? Because I feel like a lot of people are reading Fourth Wing right now, and I feel like Megan can give a good update. So here we go. Also, this is the first time you've been in the vlog, I think. Look at your sweater.
Not the other one. Hi vlog. I will do my best, but I feel like I'm coming down. I feel like I was just laying in my bed like this for an hour. So I really liked it. I'd give it like, it's not perfect though. I really liked it. I couldn't put it down, but I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5. But I did pre-order the next one, if that tells you anything. The characters were fun, the romance was fun, the dragons were incredible. I just don't think we got enough of the dragons.
Okay.
Some of the world building felt a little flimsy. And I did like how plot driven and fast paced it was, because I couldn't put it down. But I also feel like that was at the expense of some of the writing and slowing things down to build up the world, to talk more about the dragons, to draw out the romance a little. So all that to say, it was very good. I'm looking forward to the next one. So I do recommend it. To me, it's kind of like, I haven't read all of Sarah J. Maas's books. I've only read Crescent City. So to me, it's kind of at like that level of writing and vibe.
That was such a good book review. That's better than any book review I give.
Really?
I mean, it's not on the influencer who shall not be named level of, it was good, 2.5 out of 5 stars, really like the main character. But I feel like my book reviews are like, I like the plot, I didn't like the ending, here's a content warning. But Megan was like, the world building was flimsy, came at the expense of the writing.
Well, it's all fresh, and I'm just telling myself, this is for the people that get it. So, and who are interested in like these kind of books to begin with. So, if you have read this or you will read it soon, reach out to me somehow, some way, so we can talk about it. Very good.
Leave a comment for Megan.
Leave a comment, I'll respond. Very good, very fun. But the ending, if you've read the ending, I feel like I got motion sickness just reading about it. So that's good. I feel like that's like a strength of the writing, but also so much was crammed into the end that I'm decompressing, I'm processing, Sarah. So that's my review.
Purrs under me. I say it's an A+ review. I haven't read the book. I'm not into fantasy like that, but everyone is raving about this book, so I'm contemplating. Okay, it is 10:38. My makeup is very ready to come off, smudging quite a bit because I was rubbing my eyes. I thought for sure I would nap today because I was so tired, but I didn't, and I just feel like I've been dragging all day long. I didn't do a whole lot today. That's why I didn't vlog a lot today. The most like productive thing I did aside from like those conferences for office hours was I changed my like YouTube banner photo to better like align with like the new like profile sort of circle picture I have on YouTube, which is like from like the professional photo shoot I had. I guess I never talked about that. It was a photo day where this photographer in Bloomington offered a 10-minute session and you would get 5 photos from it, which was perfect for me because I didn't want like a whole lot. I didn't need a whole lot, but I was like 5 photos, perfect. I'll get a new headshot. It'll be like a cute little treat yourself moment, and I'm really glad I did that because the photos came out beautiful and she edited them too. And you can pick like a background color, and it was in her studio. Anyway, Megan and I have both been feeling sort of like, what are we even doing? We don't have much to live for. We're stuck in these ruts. So we have some fun things planned tomorrow. I'm gonna get a little library card. She's gonna go for a run. So I will continue the vlog on into tomorrow. And maybe I'll start uploading on Mondays or something. Stay tuned. I should probably shower and wash my hair, but that's not gonna happen till tomorrow. I just got a library card. Megan took me.
Hi.
And now we're gonna get some parlor donuts. Here's downtown. It's actually so hot today.
Are you gonna get a matcha at parlor?
I think so.
Okay. Are you gonna get like the crazy one?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if I trust their matcha. I don't want a coffee, but I want something fun.
Well, honestly, it might be bad matcha, so it might be, you might like it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Yum! This is coconut cream filled, which I feel like could be really good, and I don't like coconut that much, but filled donuts are elite. Raspberry filled, bourbon caramel, and what was that? Huckleberry?
Huckleberry. I wanted to say honeysuckle, but that's not right. Huckleberry glaze or something. It just looks good. Okay, so it is obviously Saturday now. The dishwasher is going, but I'm going to show you the book that I got from the library. I feel like this could be a new sort of hobby for me, or just something to do where I don't spend money. They gave me this cute little sticker that says I got my library card. It's a unicorn dabbing. And then this is the book I got. I just went through my Goodreads to be read or like want to read list and just sort of like walked through the aisles and just looked if there were any of them there. And this one was there, called While Justice Sleeps by Stacey Abrams. I saw this book in this series at Morgan Stearns, which is a local bookstore here, and it had really good reviews on Goodreads. So I was happy to find the first one there, and then Megan got this one called Jane Unlimited by Kristen Short. That's how you say your name, right? Kristen
Shoulder.
Yeah, because she read the Graceling series by her and absolutely loved it. That is one of Megan's favorite series and one of our other friend Peyton's favorite series.
Read it.
That's her recommendation. Read Graceling if you're into, is it young adult? Is Graceling young adult?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because this was in the young adult section. But our friend said that she heard like mixed reviews about this, but like the inside jacket sounds really interesting. It's like this person walks into this house and there's like 5 options that give her like a different path of her life. So it could be giving Midnight Library vibes, but I think it could also be good. Okay, just finished editing the vlog up to this point, just like the rough cuts and the music and stuff. Still have to add like text and transitions and the fun stuff. But it's almost 4 o'clock and I really need to get some work done. So I'm gonna sit on my porch and work my way through some grading for this project students created vlogs, and I'm excited to see what they made. Okay, it is getting far too hot out here. I gotta go inside. Okay, it is a little after 6 o'clock. I did some grading. You guys, they're so good. And I know I need to take this as a win for myself and say I played a partial role in instructing students on how to create these projects and even like coming up with the assignment sheet for it, but also just like, I know it's like 99% the students. I feel like pumped about this. But I'm taking a break because I need to like ride this high, and I'm gonna go to Goodwill and try and find some fun vases or glasses or something, and Megan and I are gonna have a little like painting party. So I'm probably gonna have to unfortunately go to Hobby Lobby to get some painting stuff because Michael's and Joe Fabrics are like the other side of town. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, here's my finished product. I did a little cherries and some flowers. And Megan did a masterpiece. I didn't know she had this in her. Just like, look at that. The layers.
I'm proud of the poppies.
Which ones are the poppies?
The red ones.
Yeah, those are good.
It's literally just a circle with a black dot, but
she crushed it, you guys.
I had to try so hard vlog. I had to get in the right headspace.
Ah, slay. And Pirelli is just happy to be playing in the bags. Okay, 11:17, and I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here. I'm about to wash my face, brush my teeth, and get ready for bed. You guys made it to the end. Thanks for watching. As always, let me know what you want to see in future videos, and just truly, again, sincerely thank you for watching. Making these videos is really fun for me, but it wouldn't be nearly as fun if I didn't have you guys supporting me and just the opportunity to chat with you guys in the comments and in emails and on Instagram and all of that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.